Everyone recognizes that coaches teach and they coach and the players learn. But what most people don't realize is we as coaches learn from them also. For example, I learned two things from Mike and Kevin. Number one, following our southern trip to South Carolina, their freshman year, I learned never schedule or never reserve rooms at a motel where there are social activities available. For Mike and Kevin at that time in their lives did not have a real high level of social self-discipline.
Dad, I think of a coach, sorry. I think about these two guys as, I was a freshman and they were seniors. They were leaders on our team. They were leaders through how they worked in practice, how they supported us when we were on the court. And they were leaders off the court too. Like if, for instance, we weren't staying somewhere close to a social situation, like a dry county in Kentucky, how are we going to get beer? These guys were leaders. They figured it out.
Maybe I didn't have the control of my players that I thought I had. One time during Kevin's senior year, he came to me and said, "Coach, why are we always staying at motels in the sticks?" And I looked back with a straight face, but with a cheer in my heart, and I said, "Kevin, you know our budget. That's all we can afford." 25 years later, Kevin, you know the real reason. But I learned something probably much more important from them, and that deals with tennis. I was always a traditionalist as a tennis coach. In doubles, get to the net, control the net, and you'll probably be successful. Mike and Kevin despised the net. They wanted to stay at the baseline and rip forehands and backhands at, around, and over their opponents.
I think the operative word there, at least from myself and Anton, was at. Mike had just mentioned a bounty on him. There was bounties laid by these guys. If you hit somebody with the ball, that was $5, right? I don't want to say that like I ever got hit, but there might have been a pen tattoo on me here and there.
At the national tournament, after Mike and Kevin had won their second match, and I don't think they considered those wins to be upsets, though everyone else at the tournament did because they were beating seeded teams. But they had won their second match, and a coach comes up to me and says, "Chuck, how did you ever come up with this system of playing two back?" And I looked at him and smiled and said, "I didn't, the players did." I learned from them that if you do what you do well, it really doesn't make much difference what system you use. They really did what they did well. They forced me to change my coaching strategies to learn how to coach that system. They did a pretty good job, I think. Mike and Kevin, welcome to the Ripon College Athletic Hall of Fame. Yeah.
I'll keep this under 2 minutes and 30 seconds. First, Coach Charlie, thank you so much. That was awesome tribute. I really appreciate that. I'd also like to thank Ripon. This is quite the honor, and it's really nice to be back on campus. It's been a while since Coach's retirement that I've been here. Thanks to all my siblings and my nieces and nephews that are all here. It's really cool they get the support. And to my former teammates, Newman, Luft, of course Charlie and Anton, It's great that you all showed up and had a blast with you guys playing tennis this morning. Thanks to Coach for putting up with me for 4 years and for being so great about stringing our rackets. I probably broke about 150 strings in my 4 years of playing here. Coach took the time. He was awesome about stringing our rackets. He did a great job. Saved me so much time. I couldn't ask for enough because I string my own rackets now and it's such a pain. I do know how to string, by the way. So when I got recruited, I knew about some highly ranked Illinois players like Newman. I knew about Chris Eads. I knew about Luft from coming here being recruited. I did not know about Mike Milner. I get here for freshman orientation and I look over and I see that guy. And I competed against him in the juniors and in high school tennis, and I had no clue that he was coming to Ripon, transferring from Illinois. So that was quite the shock when I saw you, and the only thing I could think was, wow, we're gonna be even better than I thought. So basically, so let me go to my next notes. So Milner and I, as Coach was saying about our double style, that paid off. So we crush groundies, we don't know how to volley. We're more of singles players, so singles is what we're good at, but somehow we excelled at doubles. We made it work. Moving on, so Coach was talking a little bit about the trip to nationals in Virginia. So Coach Mike and I flew out there. Our first round match was against College of New Jersey. We lost the first set 6-1. All I can think about is all this time and work that we put into this, we're gonna be one and done. We're gonna be gone in less than 2 hours. But somehow we came up with a new strategy, made some little adjustments, and we figured out we won the next few sets, advancing to the quarterfinals. We then went on to beat those opponents, but then we met a really, really strong team of UC Santa Cruz in the semifinals. We lost 4-4, very respectful, but getting to that level, we're getting to the semifinals of the NCAA tournament. I was extremely proud of it, and I thought, we did a great job representing Ripon, so I was very pleased with that. So my closing message, I'd like to thank my beautiful wife Karen, my beautiful daughter Katie, just for all their support over the years. I play tennis or platform tennis 6 days a week. They are super supportive of my passion of racket sports, and I just picked up a new one, so I'm sorry. But really, thank you so much. You allow me to get out and compete and play tournaments and leagues and just do what I love, but I also love spending time with you guys. So thank you so much for all your support. And then finally, just thank you, Ripon College. This is a great honor. Mike and I worked really hard to earn this and to get to the semis and nationals and be ranked number 7 in the nation. Really proud of this, so thank you very much.
All right, so I've got 3 pieces, and they are a thank you, Ripon Impact, and paying it forward. The first piece is real simple. It starts with family. And my dad's in the audience down from Minocqua, and my mom's unfortunately not with us. And thank you for all the time, energy, money, and dedication that you had. Tennis is a lonely individual sport, so Kevin and I made it fun, and you guys traipsed me around the world for that. And then thank you to Sam and Beckham. You guys are everything that I ever wanted in a family, and so it starts with that. Also want to thank Kevin and the team. When we showed up here, and we got a bunch of the guys right here, we showed up here, I don't think we knew what we were part of, to be honest. And looking back on it, I think we all realized this was a pretty special moment in our life. And then thank you to Coach Larson. Actually, I missed a part. For the teammates, I think we're really lucky that we didn't grow up in an era with social media or video cameras. Thank everybody that technology wasn't around for that. I think you guys will echo that. And Dean Ogle there still has all of our files, so let's be aware of that. But most of all, Coach Larson, thank you. Your patience and gratitude at the time. I don't think what you gave to us as players, I think we're still realizing all those lessons. And so thank you for everything that you've done. Ripon Impact. I left Illinois. I had all these dreams of being a big-time tennis player. I came here. 4 years after that, I was an All-American. 4 years after that, I came back from Southeast Asia, where Dr. Farrell helped me go. 20 years later, I helped build one of the most iconic software companies in history, and none of that would have been possible without Ripon. Finally, paying it forward. There's a sign behind us that says, I don't need to remind anybody that this college was founded in 1851. And I think standing here as an ambassador to that is part of all of our responsibilities to make sure that it's here for another 100 years. So Sean and Tom, we're just getting started, and thank you guys for all the trust. Thank you guys.